Helicopter is here.
We're working up in the hills, out in the country, away from people, which is kind of my favorite thing. We're supposed to be using the helicopter today, the Black Hawk, to be bringing out, flying out material, flying trees back out to the LZ, and so on and so forth, back and forth. It's pretty cloudy. It's supposed to be raining. We'll see if the helicopter, if he wants to fly in the rain, we'll see what happens. That is the deal for the week, is we should be using the Black Hawk to do some heavy lifting, and I want to take you guys along for that ride.
Currently, the helicopter is stuck at the airport because the airport shut down because of fog. But we have a bunch of THA, task hazard analysis and things like that we have to do because we have so many guys, subcontractors doing, the hole digging, and subcontractors taking out the trees and etc., things like that. So there's a bunch of tailboards, pre-job briefings, that sort of stuff, especially with the helicopter. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot more hazards associated with that type of stuff. It's important that, we have to take the time, especially in the morning before people start running and gunning, going to work, is to get your THAs done and then job briefings, etc., so everyone's on the same page. So kind of what's going on right now here in the morning. Hopefully the Black Hawk will be out. We'll start flying some stuff from the LZ out to the Rideway, flying trees back to the LZ, etc. So we'll stay tuned for that. So here comes the chopper. He's gonna land over there in LZ2 by the fuel truck, and then we'll have a little THA, little breakdown. The pilot talking about his job, what he's going to be doing, etc. So this will be good. Everyone's going to be on the same page. So helicopter is here, up there somewhere, and so if you watched the last video, you'll know this is kind of where we start, the trailhead, and basically we got hand diggers right here out here starting to hand dig holes. Helicopter is flying in a portable water buffalo right now, fire mitigation, etc., things like that. We're on National Forest territory. And so he's gonna fly this out, he's gonna land it, and then he's gonna take up a bunch of trees, fly it back to the LZ where they're gonna unhook them, they're gonna start chipping brush over there, and then he's gonna fly something else out here, probably an empty fly basket with some tools. He's gonna take up another load of trees, fly that back, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of the whole plan of today, is just using the helicopter to pick up all these trees along the Rideway and bring out tools, equipment, material, etc. for this job. Got the hole diggers digging a hole, what, 12 feet deep by 42 inches wide. Big old load. We got 5 loads of trees on there. Yeah, this right-of-way is getting pretty well cleared up. So honestly, that's just kind of the day. He's flying things in and he's flying things out. Until we get this whole right-of-way cleared, these guys are hand digging holes. And yeah, we gotta do this all the way to the end of the right-of-way. That'll probably take up most of the week for sure, getting all these trees flown out and starting on these hand holes to get dug for the pole holes. That's basically the week. That's what we'll be doing. Hiking around, working under the helicopter. Not building power lines quite yet, but this is the first kind of step. You can't just throw poles in the ground and start stringing up wire. We gotta actually do some prep work and get the right-of-way figured out and things like that, so. So, you'll take that bunch of trees to LZ2. There's another bunch for him to come get right here, but he'll fly these out of there. And then he'll come back with an empty fly basket with some more material and tools in it. So that's gonna be the gist for the day right here. Realistically, this is gonna be the whole day. We're 3 or 4 structures in. And we've probably done, I don't know how many loads so far already, but we got a lot more to go. I think the rest of the week, well, the next few days at least, is gonna be doing exactly this. Flying in culverts, flying out trees, flying things in and out. Realistically, once there's poles in the or holes in the ground, we're able to set poles, but we're not even supposed to get poles for like another week or 2, so we can't even do that. So we'll just be doing this, using the helicopter for rigging, doing all the heavy lifting like we're axemen. There he is. I'll set this down. Decided to rain. It's really coming down. I found some cover here for a second. Chopper is just standing by in the air. He's not flying in this because there's some wind and some pretty heavy rain, so he's just hanging out. Hole digger, he don't care. He said his skin is waterproof, so he doesn't care. Hiking around. Helicopter's getting some fuel right now, so I'm gonna get some fuel as well. It was some strawberry pomegranate. Hydration, hydrate and recover. Some working athlete, some wilderness athlete. Yeah, it's been raining, but it's pretty humid down here in the canyon, so make myself a little hydration out here. Don't need to be getting heat exhaustion out here. Even though it's not 100 degrees, it's still humid, and I can feel myself lacking in hydration.
Got anything going out for the right-of-way, or do you want me to just head out to go grab some more juniper? I have this water buffalo, man. You got it, coming to you.
Copy that. All right, helicopter's come back up. He's down fueling. Hole digger's working over here, starting to hand dig the holes for the poles. And then here he comes. He's gonna hook up to this bunch of trees right here where Tuck's at. You'll see him put the pilot can see him Lots of rotor wash from this Blackhawk. It's got a little hook, the sling on it right there. Shaking his head no to bring the line down. Well, that's all she wrote for the day. We got about 5, 6 structures cleared out of the way. I don't know how many trees, I don't know how many trips. Nonetheless, there's a storm rolling in. Pilot's calling it. It's basically a day anyway. There's some heavy rains coming in. Back out to the trailhead right here. And that's a day, folks. Basically what this week's gonna look like. Exactly what you just watched. It's not all, you know, just building power lines, stuff like this. It's all gotta get done. That's a wrap for the day. Basically this whole week is gonna be doing that. Getting all those doggone trees and start getting those holes dug for the hole digger's gonna be out there. Probably for a few weeks at least to get those holes 12 foot deep by 44 inches wide. Hand digging. Those guys are some warriors out there. Just hand digging holes away, chipping away at the rock. But hey, it is what it is. Got to get done. That's kind of that's what the week's going to look like for us, as far as using the helicopter to basically haul out all the trees and haul in equipment and whatever else like that. So name of the game. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to, follow along, learn some more stuff if you want to, see what it looks like, build power lines, some cool stuff like this that's got to get done in order to get power lines built.